welcome to St. Anne's, to a wonderful evening indeed, on a glorious summer day. The gloriousness of the day is just about to continue tonight with some wonderful music. I know when I sing in the choir of Working Choral Society, I always hate the speeches at the beginning of the program because I want to get on with it, and so I won't keep you too long. Just to say a very special welcome to Arun, to Sue, to Amy, and to George, who are four very talented musicians who are going to entertain us tonight. And I don't think I'm saying too much when I say I was quite blown away yesterday when I listened to the rehearsal. So there is a lot to look forward to tonight. Thank you.
Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see, bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me. There's a life forever. Let the blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around, and the road before me. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I seek, the heaven above, and the road below me. Oh, let autumn fall on me, where a field I linger, silencing the bird on tree, biting the blue finger. Light as meal the frosty field, warm the fireside haven. Not to autumn will I yield, nor to winter even. Let the blow fall soon or late, let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around, and the road before me. Wealth I ask not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I ask, the heaven above, and the road below me. Music for a while, shall all your cares beguile? Shall all, shall all, shall all your cares beguile? Wondering how your pains were eased, and disdaining to be pleased, till a lector free the dead, till a lector free the dead from their eternal bands. poco poco rillo a passugliatella. Well, before I start this next song, it's lovely to see how many of you have come out this evening, and it's lovely to see that. But this next song is going to be sung in countertenor, which is, in other words, sung in alto pitch. So expect to hear some sort of difference to the last few songs that I've heard. It's my pleasure to introduce you guys to Sue Lovell, who's come all the way from Kent, who I study with at university, to come and perform her 2 solos.
Chains are torn by courage worn. This one I'm singing unaccompanied. Sweet chance that led my steps abroad, beyond the town where wildflowers grow. A rainbow and a cuckoo, Lord, how rich and great the times are now. How rich and great the times are now. Lo, all ye sheep and cows that keep on staring, that I stand so long in grass that's wet from heavy rain. A rainbow and a cuckoo's song may never come together again, may never come beside the tomb. A rainbow and a cuckoo's song may never come together again. I'd like to invite Arun back up to the fore now. Sing with me. Vois sous ton chemin, qu'avons oublié égaré, donne-le la main pour les ménèves autres
non te mancan le parole. Io sole sospechi con me, tu mia luna, tu segui con me. Mio sole, tu segui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduta visista con me. Adesso si li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che allo so no esistano più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che allo so no esistono più. Con te io li vivrò, con te partirò. Io con te.
We're now having our interval. I'm going to ask Stefan Aiski to come and tell us about the charity, the Icon charity, that will benefit from your very generous donations before we let you out of the church tonight.
Well, good evening, and thank you to start with. Thank you to Arun and Sue. What a fantastic start. Amy and George, who we're going to be hearing from later. So thank you to all of them for the generosity, and thank you to you all for coming out on a perfect barbecue evening. Yes, thank you. Icon is a young people's charity, and we support the well-being and resilience of young people that live in communities right across Surrey. We hope that they may believe that their aspirations are more than just dreams, but often those aspirations are held back by the adversities that they face. We work in and are part of local communities right across Surrey, so mingled amongst you are volunteers of Icon who support the youth club. In fact, Andreas kindly volunteers at one of our youth clubs here in Bagshot. So we come from local communities and very much believe in being rooted in local communities. We're sitting in this beautiful place in Surrey. Surrey, the safest county in the whole country. And it's kind of hard to believe that there might actually be young people for whom life is not quite as beautiful as the venue we're in. And yet every week Icon supports hundreds of young people who are really struggling in ways that it's almost impossible to imagine. And I'd like, if I may, just to share a story. These aren't comfortable stories. I don't like telling these stories. So they are likely to make you feel uncomfortable, and I apologise. I've anonymised these, obviously. So T attended one of our youth clubs. He didn't always join in, but he turned up often enough. One evening, T arrived home to find his dad had tried to kill himself. T took immediate action, helped his dad, tried to save him, called for help, but unfortunately, his dad died. Now you might imagine that a whole system would spring into action. T was in pieces, as you can imagine. But incredibly, there is no system that jumps into effect in a situation like this. T went back and spoke to the youth worker at the youth club, who then spent weeks both directly supporting him and calling on getting him the support that he really needed. A battle that was monumental. Our youth workers are often the only people that a young person is prepared to disclose the abuse they're victims of, the bullying they're being submitted to, and that bullying so often leads young people to consider taking their own life. Uncomfortable stories, and yet stories of hope. Our youth workers, the clubs we run, support these young people, and most of them have fantastic endings. A young adult recently wrote back to ICON to say thank you saved my life. We rely on the generosity of people like you, the generosity of Arun and Sue and the performers tonight, to raise funds to continue our work. So I'd like to say thank you once again for your generosity, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Well, thank you to Stefan and everyone at Icon Charity for giving us this wonderful opportunity to put on a lovely concert, and also to St. Anne's Church. Before we segue right into the organ part of this, I'd like to tell you a bit about the organ, as it's kind of a sort of hobby of mine, if you like, going around as an organ builder and working on these wonderful instruments, which are kind of very hard to upkeep, but they're worth it, I think. But it's an ancient instrument, as you all know, all the way spanning right back to the Roman times, but it has evolved over time to now what we have today here, standing right in St. Anne's Church. Despite it being sort of so evolved, the techniques of the building itself of the instrument has stayed the same, really. But I'd like to take this opportunity to also show you what you get in these instruments. So you're probably very familiar with this sort of thing. You see, you have that always on the facade of an organ, usually, and you get this sort of sound. You're all very familiar with that, as you can see around it, but you don't really see many of the other different ones. So say, for instance, that these are the wooden flutes, so same type of build as the metal ones, but they're a bit softer spoken, if you like, which sound like this. And then ones you really don't see, which are a bit more aggressive, louder, are these. They're a bit of a laugh, but you get the trumpet ones, the oboe ones, and also more variety of them in the pieces I play this evening, so try and give yourself a little challenge if you like, and see if you can work out which ones I'm using in different pieces. Well, hope you all did enjoy that. And I would like to take this opportunity to invite George Prentice to accompany all of us, along with Sue, in all of us joining in singing Imagine. I thought this would be quite appropriate to the recent happenings in the UK. So we have put the words up on the screen for all of you to join in, and we've put all for everyone to join in when you're happy to.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Firstly, thank you all for coming this evening. I hope you have enjoyed it, especially on this very lovely evening. A few thanks that I would like to give. Firstly, to St. Anne's Church and Reverend Andrea Sistig for accommodating all of us here and giving us such a lovely place to perform in. Another thanks to Sue for driving all the way up from Kent to come and perform with us. And also to the sponsors of our little booklets, our leaflets, which have the advertisers in. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring us. And also the Icon charity. But last but not least, people have been behind me the whole of my life, trying to push me to get onto new heights, new levels. No matter what the struggles are, I would like to thank my parents, my dad and my mother, for always being there, even though when times get tough, they've always been there to push. So thank you to them. And yeah, once again, thank you all for coming. Please all join us for some tea and refreshments through in the church hall. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, so do please carry on through to the church hall for some refreshments. Yes. And also there will be a bucket collection for the Icon charity.